Good.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Off we go. Round one. Was this the fourth iteration of the Community Championship Series? MoonieGT's Discord. For this championship, we're using the Ginetta G58 or 58, 48? One of them. It's either 48 or 58, I can't remember. From the P1 class, because it's one of Moonie's favourite cars ever in this game. And for round one, we're at Nurburgring Veedol. Basically the GT layout, so it's the one with the quicker chicane. So like the one in ACC basically. Not the F1 style chicane. I don't know how many of these races I'll be around for. I only attended, like, I was only around for 2 of the previous championship races, unfortunately. But if I'm around, I'll race them and I'll put it up on YouTube afterwards, like I plan with this. Had a decent lead. I do have enough fuel, yes. Just making sure I put in the fuel. I'm using Zaris's setup that he put up, or well, he made and then set a time on the time trial leaderboard so everyone could download, and it feels really nice. Evidently it's a lot better than the default. I didn't really get to use the default. I pretty much only started practicing just before this race. Like less than an hour before this race was when I first got into the car. But I did do, 2 weeks ago I did do an endurance race on ACC at this track, so it's still like edged in my memory at the moment. P1 class, while it's a bit different to GT3, it's still not too dissimilar. High downforce, or decent amount of downforce compared to a lot of other cars. Loving the multicolored trees because it's set to autumn. One of the things I really like about AMS2 is all these weather effects, seasonal effects and all that. Really wasn't something I would have like asked for. Let's say, you know, if I was listing out things I want in a sim. But now that they're here, I really like them. Just adds a touch of class. Not really sure what to do with the gear in there. I might throttle and brake application. Careful. But yeah, the previous championship was with the Ultima GTR, and Frosty dominated that one. Right, me in one race, and then I beat him at the Red Bull Ring, or Salzburg, or no, Spielberg, but that was only because he legit had hardware issues mid-race, because he was winning for that. So congrats to him on winning Championship 3. I won Championship 2 in the Omega stock car 99, and then Oz had won the first championship in the Formula V. Feeling good, just don't mess up. Don't want to spin or anything, or explode a tire like I did in a recent, showed in a recent video that I did when racing recently with RVR Closet on Race Room with the BMW E90. I think it was the E90. My right front tire went pop, and then I was trying to time crossing the line at the end after the time went 0, but before everyone else could cross it. And I made a highlight video of it. You should check it out if you haven't. The timing is just amazing. Actually don't know what these tires will age like. I didn't even check to see if there was more than one slick compound for this car. Surely if there's softs and hards, the softs will last 20 minutes. Surely? I think Moonie had issues there. Or the relative is bugging out. Because he was 2 seconds behind me and then went up to 4. It's 2 and 4, okay, yeah, the relatives. It's the only problem with the relative, sometimes it's a bit inconsistent. Generally it becomes inconsistent once there is a bit of a gap. So that lets me know there is a bit of a gap between us, at least. That way. Getting a bit faster. I think fuel load's helping with that, maybe. Maybe the track might be gripping up as well, I don't know. Hard to tell. Car, it's a bit slidey and twitchy when pushing, but it's still pretty comfortable and planted overall, so it feels good. Feels good over the Schumacher S's, which is nice. I find that right-hander there, I don't know its name, but it's such a tricky corner, I find it really hard to time it just correctly. There's something about it. I think it's a really good corner, really challenging to get right and not lose a lot of time. I know a lot of other people can do it better than me. Oops. Not a good line at all. This car is a bit awkward once it goes on to second there. And it's very, yeah. Not comfortable to drive. not hitting that as well as I'd like. You can see me kind of getting on and off the throttle. Not as smooth as I'd like to be. I think I always turn in slightly too early, then back out of it, and then I never feel 100% comfortable on it. Careful on the hard braking. The car, you can see it slightly twitchy if I put the brake too hard. I think Azaris had put down the brake pressure to 87% and I raised it a few clicks just to see what it's like. But my ABS is pretty high still. I know Azaris kept it high. I tried reducing it and went back to putting it high. I think it's like 8 out of 10, which is pretty high. Nice and flat out there. Oh, that felt better. Yeah, and you can see it there in the time. Didn't take that last corner as well as I could have, but it was still good. What, half a 10 basically. I lost maybe 700s. So at least I felt it. Maybe it was quicker than my previous lap, but it didn't feel too good. Come on, keep pushing. Ooh, only 6.5 left. It's going pretty quick, even if it has been quiet. It's just fun to drive, so I'm happy they've chosen a slightly quicker series. I kind of like quicker cars, to be honest. No problem doing the slower stuff, though, and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. But it's nice to throw in a quick one every now and then. I know most people prefer the slower stuff and it does make for more fun racing, but something about being able to point and drive as well. That is a lot of fun. Maybe one day we'll drive Group C, but I doubt it. Maybe first in Tackler, but that's about it. Although they're not really pointing drive, they're hit the throttle and pray. Slide there. I still feel decent. Probably have lost a bit of grip, but more than manageable. I like Nurburgring a lot. I think it's a good track. maybe some people look at it a bit unfairly because it's not the Nordschleife, or because it's a Tilke track, but I actually think it's a really well designed track. An interesting corners, a bit of elevation and some, not a huge amount, but still a little bit. Definitely one of his better tracks, I think. And good for all types of cars as well. It's fun in slow cars, it's fun in these fast cars. Very good overall. And with a T1 that's as spicy as Monza T1 for online racing. But I think we all kept it nice and clean. Had a good start. And I think Frosty didn't have as much of a good start, which helped me a lot. And then Moonie, who started in third. I think he had as good a start as me, but because he started in third, he's that bit further behind to begin with, so wasn't an issue with him getting close to me into T1. So I had lots of room to work with at that start. Didn't say it at the time, I was a bit focused on just trying to get it done and then introduce the video. About 3.4 litres a lap, so should have plenty still. I think I was on, when I was doing my calculations, it was on the border between making it 11 laps or 12 laps. Based off at like a 148, 149 pace. Looks like it'd be just 11 laps. I suppose the start might have helped slow that down as well. And that 148 pace was kind of a hot lap qualifying pace. I always go extra cautious, so use a very high pace as the calculation of how many laps it could be. But yeah, if you want to do the community championship, just see the description below and check it out. It'll be 5 more weeks driving this car. Every Saturday morning. Qualifying kind of is aimed to start at 1100 UTC, but we'll have we generally have a practice session open for about 10 minutes before that, just to get the lobby going. So yeah.
Well done, Donnie.
The line. Thank you. Oh, so
Yeah, well done,
145. I don't think I have that potential. Ooh, nice hit.
That was a good one.